I start again. Now that the camera is running, I'm a little bit nervous, but that's totally fine. Hey guys, today from a new location, but still at my flat. We're just in the living room instead of the hallway today because, exciting news, I got a new music stand, and yeah, the music stand is high enough finally so that I don't have to look down on my music. I can now look at the music, and if you want to know, you are right now standing on my music stand. And I'm not sure if I keep the setting like this. Maybe I have a new idea for where to put the camera, but because it's maybe not super convenient if you're standing in front of the music, but if the music is high enough or next to the camera, then it's okay. And yeah, the most exciting news I think for this week is that I had my first violin lesson in the music school here in my city, and it was very nice. I think I had a very nice music violin teacher, and yeah, he just wanted to see what I already did and so on, and he so far said that I think I'm doing good so far for my first weeks, and that of course made me a little bit happy. And he also said that many beginners actually have a very stiff hand wrist, and he said that my wrist is not so stiff, which is nice, and which maybe also comes from the piano playing experience, I'm not so sure. And yeah, of course he also gave me some new exercises which I can do, and you also gave me some new exercises for playing on the open strings, which yeah, shall train a little bit the switching between the strings. And of course I practiced them already a little bit, and I had much fun, and I liked it, and I enjoyed it. And for the people who want to know, I mean, I already told you that my violin is not an expensive one, it's actually pretty cheap. But he also said for a cheap violin it sounds good, and of course that also made me happy, because that means I can use that in the beginning for learning to play violin, and I think that's all good news. And yeah, I will go now to my violin lessons every week, and we'll have, yeah, I will see where it goes. I mean, that was just the first lesson, and of course in the first lesson it's also a little bit about organizational stuff, a little bit about what's your background and so on, telling him that I actually already know a little bit about music from piano playing and so on, but that I don't have any experience actually with the violin. And we were also a little bit talking about yeah, aims, goals, or what to do in the next weeks and so on. And yeah, so I'm also very curious how it continues in the next weeks. And yeah, that's all pretty cool news. And I honestly have the feeling that the exercises maybe sound a little bit boring now to you, but maybe the old ones too, because I mean, yeah, where should the excitement come from in the beginning? I mean, the most exciting stuff right now is changing the sides and so on, try to make it sound normal and not weird. And yeah, let's just go straight into practicing. And I also put in some old footage, but I think there's not such a big difference to what I will do today with you. So yeah, I will now show you some new exercises for playing on open strings that I got. By the way, today I'm of course also not practicing with a mirror, because usually I always have a mirror in front of me. But I mean, on the one hand side, the mirror helps to immediately detect if your bow is not straight on the strings. But I mean, honestly, you can also hear it, and in the beginning it won't be perfect, so I now concentrate a little bit more about the sound. Of course, I also try to keep the bow straight and keep the contact point where it should be, but I don't want to focus too much on the mirror. And from time to time I'm still practicing in front of the mirror, but I don't want to do it all the time. So for now, this session is without a mirror. Okay, so of course I now always try to not touch another string when I play one, but I still have to get a feeling for where the strings are and where my bow should be and so on. And if there's a mistake happening, then it is happening and it's totally fine. But I want to do that exercise again because so far I had the feeling this is the most tricky one in this week, and I usually have the feeling when it is tricky, then it's the one that you should practice the most. Okay, another exercise now. Okay, so I think I gave a little frame about what I was doing this week. Apparently exercises with changing the strings and from slow to quickly changing the strings, and I will practice to make it a little bit more clean so that the changes are a little bit more clear, more clean, and of course that when I slowly play also one string that I don't accidentally hit other ones right on left of it. Yeah, but actually that's it for this week, and I mean there are slowly steps. I mean you can't expect super much or super big progress in 1 week, and yeah, step by step. I don't know, maybe the 4th video is now already better than the 1st video, and I think that's the goal. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I had much fun. If you like my video, then like it, subscribe to my channel, I would be very happy. And yeah, if you want, you can also share your opinions or your own experiences with me, and you can write a comment in the comment section, which would be also very nice. And yeah, just do whatever you like, and have a nice weekend. So bye bye.